for AP Art at Loyola Academy, every student has to do a series of 12 pieces for their final, like to send into the College Board for their AP grade. And they all have to be connected through some kind of element, either the subject or the medium that you use. Like, this is going to be really weird, but like, I'm doing this painting project, and I'm going to paint subjects of people that we know, like we've met in Uptown through Labre, and I was wondering if I could paint a portrait of you. Like, I have to take a picture of you first. And she was like, Chris was like really outgoing, so she was like so for it, and she was like, yeah, like she's like started posing, so that was like worked fine. But other people weren't as okay with it. Like, a few people said that they wouldn't want their picture to be taken, and so that was kind of like, it was just awkward asking people to take their picture, because I didn't want them to feel like I didn't want them to feel like zoo animals. It wasn't about taking away their dignity. It was like the opposite. It was like giving them more dignity, and just like, I don't know, people seeing their portrait painted get a feeling like they matter. Like, element of I don't think the project would have really been complete unless I had given them the pieces. Like, it wasn't finished really when I finished the painting. It was more about, because it wasn't about the paintings. It was more about like them, like seeing themselves as a painted portrait. Really, I mean, it's not a secret that like homeless people in Chicago are pretty much invisible to most of the people that walk past them every day. And I mean, painting someone's portrait, I literally had to just stare at them for like hours. Like, I just stared at the picture of them and kind of like tried to make it look exactly like them. Especially in the time that we met her, like that we knew her, she was in like a really hard place in her life. And we were talking about tattoos one day when we were like talking to her, and I kind of wanted to do a portrait of Gigi, like before this, but then we started talking about tattoos, and she showed us our tattoo, and I was like, that's it. Like, I want to paint you, but like, it was more like the subject of the painting was like her tattoo on her forearm, and then she was kind of in the background. I mean, when someone tattoos something on them, it says something about them, you know what I mean? Because it's there for life. So I thought that that would be a really cool portray her. And it kind of just showed it. The tattoo says "Pray now, cry later," and it I don't know. I feel like it kind of gets her essence across, like her just like personality. She was really. I think she's been through a lot of really tough things in her life, and so then I guess we like came up with the idea that it would be really cool to get the subjects down to the art show, or as many as we could, and because I don't know, like we have like all these like Loyola parents, like. I don't know, like North Shore residents. Like, you have like, you know, well-to-do people in this like classy art show environment, and then I just don't think a lot of the people that were there were like accustomed to being in the same like environment as a lot of these like poor people from Uptown Chicago who they usually just walk past and pretend like they're invisible. And now they're very visible because they're like in my paintings, and they're like the guests of honor. Miss Carney said at this thing. So I don't know if it made people uncomfortable when they showed up there, or I don't know if they were uncomfortable. I feel like they must have been a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know. It was just I think once they got there, I don't know. It was just weird. I don't think they really knew how to act, and I don't think other people really knew how to act. But I don't know. I think it was really important just some people who were at the art show didn't really get it. You know what I mean? Like, some people were like, understood the idea behind my project, and some people were just kind of like there was a reporter there asking them about being homeless and stuff, and it was just like, but I think it was really powerful for them to just see like their portraits like on the wall, like in an art show, like being looked like people were like viewing them. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope that it kind of like change something in like people's minds, at least change something about how the subjects viewed themselves, or about how other people who saw my project like viewed the poor people in Chicago, or how people view art in general, as a way to, I don't know, like make a difference, make a change. I just hope that, like, the only thing I can say is, like, I don't know for sure if people still think about it, or even if, like, I don't even know if the subjects still have the piece that I gave them, or if they really, like, kind of remember the experience. I just hope that something kind of changed. Like, that was kind of what I hope.